Alright, tighten up everybody. It's the guys with PBMac 36 back with you again. This is our first Madden NFL 17 MUT video, and in this video we are going to go over a couple of different things. The interface is just a little bit different, but there are a lot of similarities to it. It's easy to figure out. There are tutorials and everything, so we'll be doing some of those later on, but what we're going to talk about today is going through the solo challenges and grinding those out to get you players to build your MUT team up so you can go online and compete. You can see these are the different categories that you can go into: the limited time, ultimate season, gauntlet, team challenge, and opening games. Now the opening games, once you start out and pick your team and get started, you'll have to complete those to open these others. But once you complete those 8 games, you'll open these up, and they are very similar to the way that they were with the others. You can see we've completed some of them here. You can go through, and one of the changes is it tells you how many coins there are once you complete them, in different packs and things that are in them. But you can see that's 79 rookie, the first one, 74 rookie, and it stays in the rookie range, and it kind of goes up and down, but it kind of steadily goes up as you go through these. You're going to get some different rewards. You get limited time players with these, which is something else that we'll do a video on and kind of explain that. But you can see at the end of this there's a pro, and it's an 85 pro, which is going to be a lot more difficult than not a lot more difficult, but will be more difficult than the rookie level. And so what we're talking about here today is how to put a couple of different teams together so that you can save contracts on your best players that you're getting and not having to keep spending your money to buy contracts to replace players. So we're going to go down into this, and again you can see these start out as pro, and again the pro are a lot more difficult than the rookie, and so you may need to use some of your better players to complete some of these. Some of you guys are really good on the sticks, got really good game skills, and of course at the end of this one there's an all-pro, which is harder than the pro. So as you start completing these, they'll get more difficult. The rewards will get higher, but they will get more difficult. And if you utilize some of your scrub, what I call scrub players, or players that are, bronze, that are ranked really low, then you won't have to use your best players to complete these. You can see this one starts out as an all pro, and then from all pro, of course, it goes to all Madden as you continue along through each one of these. The rewards are pretty good with these that they give you to start out with. They give you contract packs, and the reason they're giving you those contract packs along the way is because you're burning through them. So that's the ultimate season. There's 96 of those. We're going to go into the gauntlet now. There's a rushing, passing, and defensive gauntlet, and these are pro. So again, anything that's rookie, you need to put a rookie team together to go in and beat those out so that you're not having to use your higher ranked players. There's a defensive one on this one as well, and then there's a team challenge, and you have all the teams, and you go through and you complete those. You can see these are rookie. Start out as the first couple are rookie, and then it goes pro, and then it will go all pro as you progress through this particular gauntlet or this particular solo challenge. And there's each one of the teams, and it does give you some players, some gold players as you go through there to kind of replace your guys. So you might be asking, well, how do I do that? Well, let's go into your lineup and let me show you. You're gonna click, highlight your lineup and click on it. Hit your X button and click on it. Now you're gonna see this is my starting lineup. The team's an 81 overall, which is pretty decent, but not fantastic. But that's my starters. Okay, you can see I have starters, scrubs, and second team. We're gonna go in and look at each one of these. Let's go to the scrub. Let's see. Let's go to the second team. Now this team is just a step down from my starters. My starters are my very best players at every position. It's the best lineup I can put out there to play either head-to-head or play solo challenges. So this team right here I would use maybe to beat some of the pro and definitely some of the all-pro challenges that I could not beat with my scrubs. And you can see, I've got like a 68 center. These are not fantastic players, so they're a step down from my starter. So again, you're going to go highlight your adjust lineup. You're going to hit X. And the way that you change this is you tap the L stick down if you're on a PS4, and it brings this up, and then you hit L1, and it will actually bring up the different lineups, and you can have, I think, 5 of them. So we're going to go into our scrubs, and we're going to look at those guys. And again, these are the worst players pretty much. Now I've got a couple of players in here like this Langford that I got out of a solo set by beating a solo challenge. I've got him in there because I run the ball a lot, but most of the guys are pretty bad. They're in the very low 60s to 50 range. I'll have like a receiver and a running back that I'll use just so I'll have somebody that can actually do something. And then as you run the contracts out on these guys, you can put them in sets or you can discard them and sell them to get some coins back. But you see you can see how that's useful. It does help you to save contracts, and that's something that's kind of a theme with me in Madden. So we're going to go back into our lineup again. We're going to go back into the starters and again show you that there is a big difference between the scrubs and starters. The scrubs are about a 60. The second team is a 72. This is an 81. And we're utilizing contracts on lesser players so that you don't eat up your contracts as you're playing. It also makes the games a little more interesting if you're playing a rookie game with rookie players. So now you can see there are limited time guys like this Urlacher and this Von Miller. The Urlacher they gave you as a weekly. You have to earn the Von Miller on the limited time guys. I would go in and complete those first thing as soon as they pop up. But you don't want to use those guys in head-to-head and on the harder games. You don't want to use them to complete a rookie challenge because there's only 10 contracts on each one of them. So guys, we appreciate it. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to check out our Mighty Madden playlists. There'll be a Mighty Madden and a Mighty Madden 17 that we're about to get started. And we appreciate it. And as always, if you like our content, please subscribe. Thanks, and have a great